Saquon, what do you like most about JK Dobbins' game?
JK Dobbins, he's a really good back, especially for being a young guy. He does a really good job setting his blocks up, making guys miss in open field. I'm excited to see him live, see what he brings to the table. That offense over there, they got a great offense, great quarterback with JT Bear. It's gonna be a challenge for our defense, but I think our defense is willing to step up to that challenge.
What sticks out to you about their defense, Saquon, when you look at it?
They're very athletic. They move well. They're fast. They float to the ball well. The defensive line is very aggressive. Nick Bosa, it's like you're playing his older brother all over again. The linebacker, Baker, he's really impressive too. He pops up on film. The secondary is really impressive. But overall, just a really talented group and very athletic.
Saquon, over the summer, I remember you talked about having to get relationships with some of the other running backs in college football. Do you have that with JK Dobbins yet?
No, I've never spoken to JK Dobbins.
Saquon, what do you remember about the 2015 game that you kind of popped off for for? It was after you'd already kind of broken out against Rutgers, but that was also a big game in your freshman year. What do you remember about that experience?
Well, that was my freshman year. I was a young guy, so I was kind of in awe of being on the field as Braxton Miller and Zeke Elliott. Obviously, come from high school watching the highlight tape, especially Braxton. But what I remember for that game, obviously we lost that game. It was a blackout. Ohio State fans are amazing. The stadium's amazing there. But it's going to be a fun challenge for us, and it's going to be exciting, but I think we're all willing to step into that challenge.
What's different from that Saquon freshman year to the guy now?
I would say I'm just a lot smarter as a football player, understanding the game, understanding situations, understanding the playbook, blitzes, and all that around. I just think I've developed to an all-around player, and I'm willing to do it all, whether it's special teams, blocking, or making a catch.
Did that game do anything for you, though, as far as confidence? I mean, obviously you're a really confident guy, but kind of seeing Elliott on the other side.
Yeah, that game definitely boosts my confidence up a lot. A lot of those guys, you look back in it that year, about like 3 of those guys like in the first round, 11 of them got drafted, and we were able as a team to have success in the run game. So that definitely did boost my confidence up a lot.
Take us through what it looks like from your perspective. When you get a carry, you're into the second level, and you start to see those downfield blocks set up from your receivers. What's your next move, and what does that look like from your perspective?
Yeah, when the O-line does a great job and just splits wide open, you kind of get excited, but you can't get too excited because you still got to make that guy miss. And I'm already processing in my head what the type of move I'm going to do to try to make that guy miss. If he goes low, if I'm going to the top, or if I'm going to try to juke him to the right, juke him to the left, or depending on the situation, the down distance, I'm going to have to lower my shoulder.
Well, maybe you don't have to make somebody miss because Hamilton's got somebody locked up, or Mike's got somebody locked up down there.
Yeah, our wide receivers and tight end core does a really good job of blocking down the field. Especially this year, I think that's something that they really improved on, especially in our outside zone. When we get outside the tackle, Hammy, Polk. Polk is a little guy, but Polk is willing to stick his nose in there and willing to settle block for you.
Saquon, how much of that making people miss is instinct, and how much of that is actually thinking on the run?
I would say a lot of it's instinct, but it's something that you train. You train all off season, and you train on all those moves. Whether it's spring ball, camp, or if it's after a 7-on-7, after a workout, you train all your moves. You train on even jumping. You train on juking, all that, and it just happens so fast that you're actually thinking about it, but you think about it so fast that you don't even realize it.
Saquon, how would you compare the attitude in that locker room to the lead up to the Ohio State game last year to where it is now?
We're definitely a way more confident team than we were last year. Obviously, coming to the Ohio State game, we were in a different type of team. Obviously, we weren't ranked. A lot of people didn't even think we were able to stay with those guys. But we've always been a confident team. We always believe in each other. But especially right now, offense, defense, special team, all 3 phases of the game, we're playing at a high level, and we're a real confident team.
You're the higher ranked team, but you're underdog. Do you guys pay any attention to that at all? To use it as motivation or not?
Nah. I actually did not know that. But hey, you can't control that. Only can control what you can control, and that's come out Saturday. Actually, come out tomorrow. Have a great practice tomorrow and Friday, and come out Saturday and push each other. And you never know. It's gonna be adversity. They're a great team. They're gonna make plays, but at the end of the day, we just got 1 more point than them.
Saquon, I mean, you guys talk about you go through the same routine every week, but I think everybody when they play sports gets more anxious before a big game. How do you manage that?
I think you're wrong there with our team. That's something that Coach Franklin just smashed into our head, and that's something that we're just so used to doing. It's the way we treat every week like the Super Bowl or the national championship or a big game. The same week we prepare for Akron, Pitt, and leading up to Michigan the same way.
It looks like you have a pretty good time when you're celebrating touchdowns. I know that you are a really humble guy, going out of your way to be that way, and talked about wanting to block out all the personal hype. But in those moments, is that kind of when it creeps in for you that you can kind of enjoy the run you're on, the personal success that you're having?
You talking about on touchdown?
Yeah. In those moments of celebration.
Oh yeah. When you get in the end zone, you're just having fun with your teammates, just running around. We all have a little something that we all do. But yeah, when you get in the end zone, that's time to let loose and let it go. Obviously, you gotta be respectful to the game and respectful to the other team, and obviously you don't want to get a flag because it hurts your team. But you just want to continue to have fun and continue to do the little things right.
Speaking of let loose, Mark Allen. How have you seen him? Yeah, exactly.
Perfect example, Marcus Allen.
We've heard a lot about him this week and his leadership on that defense. On the other side of the ball, I mean, he was talking about he's allowed, he tells players, when to have fun and there's time and place for everything. How have you seen his leadership grow over the last couple of years?
I would say where I've seen him take the biggest step as a leader, he's always been working hard. I would say vocally, taking more of a vocal leadership role. Obviously, last year, like I said, he always kind of was a lead by example type of guy, but as the season went on last year and obviously in the off season and now, he's more vocal, and he's a guy that has to be vocal. He's one of the best players one of the best defensive players in college football, and it comes with the part. And he's taken that role and accepted that role and been doing a great job with it.
Better dancer, you or Marcus?
Me. I would say I'm a better dancer than Marcus, but I'm a little more shy when it comes to dancing in front of people. Obviously, Marcus is not shy at all, but he's a great dancer also too. So I mean, it's up for grabs, but obviously I'm gonna say me.
Saquon, you mentioned your freshman game against Ohio State being in awe of sharing the field with Braxton Miller, Ezekiel Elliott. Do you get that sense now of guys looking at you in that way, or even approaching you after games or before games with that kind of respect?
Never really before games, but after games, there's been people that came up to me, coaches, players. Some people, sometimes I get like DMs from other players and stuff like that. So yes, I guess you could say I can see that, but I just try to just be humble with it. Obviously, say thank you, and if it's a younger guy, encourage him and let him know that his time's gonna come.
Anyone reach out after the Michigan game?
Huh?
Anyone reach out after Saturday?
Yeah. I don't want to say his name wrong. I think his last name is Peoples.
Okay,
Number
yeah.
9,
Peoples
wide
Jones,
receiver. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he was one of the guys that reached out to me.
Saquon, let's say there's an RPO that ends in negative yards. What's the huddle like, and how do you not let that affect the next play or carry over to the next series?
You can't let that affect you because not really in a huddle because we don't huddle, but you can't really let that affect you because, like I said, it's college football, it's Division I football. Those guys on the other side is great players too, and they're gonna make plays. And you just got to continue to have faith in the offense and have faith in the system and take it one play at a time. And even though it might be a -1 or 2-2, we show that we can pop at any single time, whether it's myself, Trace, Miles, or if it's Trace stepping up in the pocket and making a big throw, and Mike or Hammy or Jawan going up on top of somebody.
I know we talk about Super Bowl every week, want to know and whatnot, but considering where the program was when you got here, what would a win on Saturday mean for you guys and for the program?
A win on Saturday would mean another Big Ten win, another chance to stay in the top 5. Obviously, anytime you win the Big Ten is big. The Big Ten, in my opinion, I think one of the best conferences in college football, and especially beat a team like Ohio State, Michigan, and those guys, and just the Big Ten in general. Would mean another win, another chance that we're undefeated, and that's really it. Obviously, we know what happened to the program in the past, and we know where we're at now, but we just got to continue to stay the standard and continue to push each other. And like I said, this wins will just mean continue to stay undefeated, be 8-0. Last time a Penn State team done that, it's been a long time, and another Big Ten win.
Saquon, you've mentioned before how sometimes you overthink things on the field, or maybe you overthink stuff. How do you turn that down, and how do you kind of overcome that?
Sometimes you just got to sit back and relax and just take a deep breath. Trace does a really good job in the backfield with me when I make a mistake, or when he sees I'm overthinking, he just be like, bro, calm down, you're good, next play. And that's something I got to continue to grow at in that area of my game. I do overthink stuff sometimes. Like the one drop I had the other day, I was thinking way past the catch. I was thinking about making a guy miss and trying to get in the end zone, and I just got to catch the ball and take the hit, or just catch the ball and take the yardage there.
Would you say that the two of you are a really good combination then?
Me, Trace?
Yeah.
Yes, I would say me and Trace are a very great combination. I respect his game so much. He's a great leader, great player, and he's the heart of our offense. He pushes the offense. He pushes the offense not only in games, but in practice. And when you got that guy on your side, and obviously with Hammy and Mike, you're never out of the game. A game's never out of reach.